In a small quiet village, where days move slowly, like old pages of a book, lived a 19-year-old boy named Rahil. The air was filled with dust, the roads were broken, and dreams rarely survived here. But inside Rahil's heart, a tiny spark lived, a dream bigger than the entire village. Rahil's parents worked hard every day. His father pushed a small tea cart and returned home smelling of dust and smoke. His mother stitched clothes under a weak bulb, her fingers tired, but her smile gentle. Rahil watched them silently, feeling a heavy promise forming in his heart. One day, I will give them a better life. While the village slept, Rahil woke up at 4 a.m. The sky was dark, the cold sharp. He stepped outside, grabbed his old half-broken bicycle, and began riding through empty roads. It wasn't speed he was training, it was discipline. His bicycle was crooked, the chain loose, the brakes unreliable. Every pedal felt like a struggle. But to Rahil, this cycle wasn't trash. It was his first step toward escaping the life he was born into. People in the village laughed at him. Rahil, stop dreaming. This old bike won't take you anywhere. Some mocked him. Some pitied him. But Rahil simply lowered his head and kept moving. Inside he whispered, I'll show you one day. One cold winter morning, fog wrapped the village like a blanket. Rahil pushed himself harder, trying to increase his speed downhill. But suddenly, snap! The front brake broke. The world spun. Rahil hit the ground with brutal force, rolling on dirt and stones. He sat on the cold ground, blood on his knees, pain shooting through his arms. His bicycle lay beside him, bent and useless. Tears filled his eyes. I try every single day, but I still fail, he whispered. For the first time, he felt truly defeated. An old man, known as Baba Noor, the village lantern maker, walked toward him, carrying a small glowing lantern. He stopped, looked at Rahil's wounded state, and asked softly, Why is your light fading, son? Rahil told him everything, his failed attempts, the mockery, his tired body, his broken dream. He ended with a shaky voice, Maybe I'm just not good enough. Baba Noor lifted the lantern in his hand. Do you know why this lantern doesn't die in the wind? Rahil shook his head. Because for years, the flame is trained. First it flickers, then it shakes, and only after patience does it learn to burn strong. He leaned closer. You are not losing. You are learning to burn. Those words entered Rahil's heart like light entering darkness. The next day, Rahil cleaned his wounds, fixed his old bicycle with whatever scrap metal he could find, and returned to practice. But this time, something inside him was different. He wasn't chasing results. He was building roots. Day after day, week after week he trained. No applause, no audience, no shortcuts, just raw effort. He studied cycling techniques on a small borrowed phone. He practiced balance by riding without touching the handlebars. Slowly, quietly, he became better. One morning, posters appeared on walls and poles. District Cycling Championship. Winner enters State Academy. Rahil's heart raced. This was the door he had been waiting for. A door that only opened once a year. Villagers said, You compete with professional cyclists? Impossible. Others laughed. But Rahil remembered Baba Noor's words. Strength takes time. He ignored every voice that tried to pull him down. Rahil lay awake staring at the ceiling. His mind was filled with fear and hope. He promised himself, tomorrow, no matter what happens, I will not stop. At the district ground, cyclists arrived with expensive bikes, proper gear and branded shoes. Rahil stood among them, with his repaired cycle and simple clothes. But inside, his heart burned brighter than any of theirs. The race began. Everyone shot forward like arrows. Rahil started slow, steady, calm. He focused on his breathing, on his rhythm, on everything he had practiced in the dark mornings. Halfway through, his legs burned and sweat stung his eyes. Rahil wanted to stop, but he remembered all the mornings he had trained alone, all the laughter he endured, all the pain he had survived. He pushed harder. In the final 300 meters, something clicked inside him. His mind, his breath, his body, all aligned. He increased his speed. 1, 2, 3 cyclists. He passed them all, and before he realized it, he crossed the finish line first. The crowd went silent, then exploded into cheers. Before leaving for the State Academy, Rahil visited Baba Noor. He bent down and said, "Your words saved my dream." The old man smiled. "No, son. Your courage saved your dream. My words only reminded you of the fire already inside you."